Happy Wednesday, everyone. Here I am again. I hope you come back to join me. This is Lisa Harden with the Stamping Zoo, and we are continuing on to day 3 of our 5-part series, Get to Know Your New In Colors. So I am, like I said, this is Lisa Harden. My business is the Stamping Zoo. I sell all the products I'll be using tonight, as well as do tutorials like this one online. I have classes that are for purchase that are online right now and will be in person hopefully soon to come, but for right now they are online and we have fun with them. So if you have any questions about any of that, you can always private message me or just run on over to thestampingzoo.com and take a look at what I have to offer. I have a lot of fun with this, and I am part of a much larger, great stamping community, and so I'm so happy to be here with you tonight. Whether you are new to my Facebook page or my YouTube channel, or whether we are old friends, I am so happy to see you. So let me pull the screen up here like I always do, right? I want to try and make sure that I'm slightly in focus for you at least, and I would love to see your comments, and I will be chatting with you as much as I can. Sometimes I drop in and out of the conversation, right? Because I am working with stamps. But hello, everyone. Oh my goodness, everyone's jumping on. Jean, Roz, yeah, happy hump day. I have no idea. This week has been a blur at my day job, and which is fine. I love it. Busy, but wow, it's like a busy week. So anyway, I'm so glad to be crafting with you tonight. And tonight we are going to talk about a very beautiful color. We are going to be talking about fresh freesia tonight. So we have talked before, freesia is a tropical flower. I think it comes in several different colors. And I believe it was, I think it was Donna that told me that it used to be outside her window in Southern California. It may be Jean if it wasn't Donna, but I kind of think it was Donna. Anyway, so apparently it's very fragrant and beautiful. And of course, it has transformed itself into one of our beautiful colors for 21 to 23. So in short, that means that these are the colors that Stampin' Up! Has chosen for us to have in our collection of colors for only 2 years. They may come back. Sometimes they come back and go into our regular lineup of 40 colors, but sometimes we never see them again. So we enjoy them while we have them, right? They are meant to be on trend with lots of things you see, not only in paper crafting, but in home decor, in whatever's hot, new, trendy. Stampin' Up! Always follows things like this, and they have an uncanny way of getting it right every year. So hello everyone. Hi Tony. We were just speaking briefly before. Tony got a great fun delivery today. And yeah, Donna, okay, it was you. I knew that. I was almost positive. And hello Cindy. Nice to see you jumping on. Lois from Regina. I think you are, Lois, because you and Natasha were chatting about that on one of the lives I was reading. So see, I always go back and read your comments. I may not comment at the time you make the post, but I always go back and read your comments and usually comment on them. So let's get to beautiful fresh freesia, shall we? Oh, it's a bulb. Roz says it's a bulb. Nice. Oh gosh. Well, I don't even know if you could grow them here. I haven't seen them, but that doesn't mean anything. Well, no, it means a little bit because I am at the plant. I'm at the garden centers a lot, but I will have to look now that we're specifically talking about it. It would be so fun to grow it, even if it were just temporary here. So I'm willing to baby a plant or two in order to get the experience. So I'll let you know. So tonight, like I said, beautiful fresh freesia. And like the other nights, I will tell you we are going to go through and compare this color. First off, I will say, let me let me change the lighting a little bit, and that just means pull the shade down. It is not showing its true self on camera. It is more pinky than it's showing. But to help you, I'm going to show you some comparisons and you will get a flavor. But you'll just have to buy your own to get the real sense of what the color looks like, right? Hello, Carla. Okay, so this is Fresh Freesia. This is a current in color that will be retiring. Pretty Posy. I think it's Pretty Posy. So it's very pretty. Oh, this is playing off very strange on camera. I'm so sorry. Well, you don't know that, but it's just a weird, it's washing out a little bit. We will continue. This is Gorgeous Grape. Maybe it's just a very complex color. That's why we play with it, right? And also that is why you want to be signed up for my email, because after these this series, every night after this series, I am sending an email with a color coach. And so the background is the completely the in color, followed by all of these things we're talking about, but you can see it much better, right? Even on the mobile, I think that the PDF still plays out pretty good. So please sign up for my email at, guess where? thestampingzoo.com. I try to make it easy. Okay, Pretty Posy, Gorgeous Grape, Rich Razzleberry, and Highland Heather. They're kind of nice, but it's definitely different. It's not close really to any of them, I don't think. I never realized how faint this color was until I compared it to our Fresh Freesia, which I will say makes it a little bit handier, a little nicer for when we're stamping sentiments. I know that for me, I thought stamping sentiments in Pretty Posy was quite difficult to be able to see it, but here is one just right offhand that is stamped in Fresh Freesia, and you can see that it's just a lot easier. It's a lot easier to notice. So it was just a little bit darker. Okay. Oh, one of my ink pads was in the wrong home. Had to stop and fix that. I think, oh, you think they are a corm. I know what that is. Okay. I will leave that alone. I will not start talking plants with you right now. Okay, so here's some suggestions that I have for colors you might want to try with Fresh Freesia. Of course, you can try these or any colors because that's the fun with Stampin' Up. We have high quality cardstocks, inks, embellishments in coordinating colors. So you can try all sorts of combinations. But here we have Night of Navy. I think it's a nice, really intense color to go with the lighter purple. Here is So Saffron. And I will say tonight we're going to be playing with Bumblebee as well. I think I kind of like Bumblebee even better, if that's possible. But they both go great. Okay, what's this one? Soft Succulent. Remember our color from Monday night. Now, doesn't it, I think it looks so much less gray than it really is. It has a fair amount of gray in it, but not here. Okay, and then we have Early Espresso. Again, I think I like the play of the dark to really ground such a light color. But I also pulled Soft Seafoam, and I thought this brought out a lot of color. Again, when placed with our Fresh Freesia. So anyway, kind of some different colors for us. Been to thestampingzoo.com, not seeing the email box you talk about. Okay, so I will stop and just mention this because this is, a lot of people might be looking for this. If you log into thestampingzoo.com, after a few seconds, it's not something that's on the screen immediately, but after a few seconds, it's called a pop-up box. It will prompt you and ask you if you want to sign up for my emails. So anyway, I will take a screenshot of that though, Leslie, and I'll send it to you and see if that syncs up with what you're looking at. But if anybody else is having problems, you can just get a hold of me. Now, I will be giving away 2 more seed packs in keeping with our theme this week, right? Of new colors and new flowers and new seasons. It is spring here for us in the Northern Hemisphere. So along those lines, these aren't decorated yet, but they will be. I will be giving away 2 packs of this beautiful wildflower cutting mix tonight. So there's definitely some color of fresh freesia in there, along with lots of other colors. I love this mix, and it's just obviously pretty, and will definitely bring all the boys to your yard, right? The boys being butterflies and bumblebees. So anyway, how you earn these, win these, go in for a chance to win these is you simply share this video. You just hit the arrow that says share, and then you also need to come back and post on the actual the post right now. You need to post that you shared. Sometimes I can't see that because of privacy permissions. So just do that to make sure that you are in the drawing. And then at the end on Friday night, I will be announcing all of the winners for 5 nights. Okay? Yes, and the honeybees, exactly. Okay, so let's clear the decks of this for a minute. And let's work on some cards. Now, these cards are not prepared yet. I have an idea, and I have lots of pieces and parts done. But I told you there would probably be a night where I was flying by the seat of my pants at the end, or at the beginning, right? And this is that night. So it could work out really well for us, or it could be interesting. I think it's going to work out really well because the products I chose to work with are kind of they're, what do I want to say? They're not simple. They're easy to work with, right? So tonight we are going to just take a slight glance, just dip our toe into the beautiful products in the Pansy Patch bundle. We're just going to stamp and die cut just a little bit, but just know there's so many things and so many combinations. And if you've seen pansies, and all of you have, I'm sure, they come in every color combination. Oh, good, Leslie. I'm so glad. I think sometimes if you just kind of, you don't know what you're looking for, and so that makes it difficult. So great. Okay, and then these are the dies. This is bundled together. And if you purchase it, well, you can purchase them separately. Let me say that. But if you purchase them as a bundle, you save 10%. And these are going to be in the new annual catalog that is going live to customers on May 4th. However, if you just can't stand it like me and you wanted the pansies immediately, sign up to be on my team. What are you waiting for? Let's get these pansies on their way to you, stat. You just sign up to be a discount shopper. We have talked about that before. But in brief, it is, you get $125 in product for $99 plus tax. You get free shipping. You get business supplies if you want them. But here's the deal. You don't have to run a business if you don't want to. But if you want to, fantastic, right? But you can just be your only customer and you can shop for yourself 24/7 with a discount of at least 20%. So please keep that in mind. If you see something that you simply must have now, we can make it happen. And I would love to have you on my team. I welcome everybody on my team because there is a place for everyone on at the Zoo Crew. That's my team name. Okay, so with that passionate plea, you must take a look at the pansies. They're so fun. First of all, there's all these little pieces and parts that you can actually make the pansies out of different pieces of cardstock, right? But you can also stamp them. So these are like 2-step stamps. They are distinctive stamps. And they also have several layering pieces. Now, I made these with just 2 colors of ink, Fresh Freesia and Gorgeous Grape. But remember, as we've been doing the last few nights, you can use first and generation stamping to give yourself at least 4 different tones, maybe more of the, of the colors. So that's how I did this. So you didn't need a ton of different inks. I'll stamp it out for you, and we will we'll see what else we can create. No problem, Natasha. See you later. They do have faces. Sorry, I can't speak. Pansies have faces. Sometimes I swear they're just looking up at you smiling, right? So cute. They're very happy. For us, at least, they are one of the first signs of spring. So we're always very happy to see them. And they can take a little bit of frost. So I find that we plant them earlier here because we're not so scared of losing them. So, boy, we're talking about lots of plants tonight. In addition, I did pull one die from Stitched So Sweetly. It's a fantastic set of dies that is carrying over to the annual catalog. So if you don't have it, you see, if you've watched me, you know how often I reach for this one. I think it's great. And we will also be using the Tailored Tag Punch. Mine has a little adhesive on the top of it, I think. Anyway, let me try to get the glare off of that. Yeah, it's just a cool geometric shape. Excuse me, you can do so many fun things with it. And tonight we're going to make kind of a pattern of DSP with it. So, let's see. I guess you just have to go like, what do we want to start with? I think let's start with that one I was just talking about. The DSP, the Pansy Patch DSP is so gorgeous. I did show it to you in my unboxing, but just because I can't stand it, I'm going to show you my favorite. This is my favorite. It might be everyone's favorite. Look at it. Aren't they cute? So lots of beautiful colors. Of course, there's the Fresh Freesia. There's a little bit of Blackberry Bliss, I believe. This is where they use the Bumblebee, Calypso Coral. I mean, it's just everything. So if you, again, that is available for pre-order for discount shoppers and demonstrators. So keep it in mind. It's awfully beautiful. Okay, I meant to cut myself a little background. So we're going to do that right now. Paper trimmer is excellent. Our paper trimmer is excellent, and it's handy right here. Hides in my upper desk drawer. So I am going to make a background of 3 3/4 by 5. That's just kind of a common measurement. Sometimes 4 by 5 1/4. We normally step them down by 1/4 inches, right? Sometimes 1/8 of an inch if we're making a really thin mat. Okay, and then with this, it's a little bit like a jigsaw puzzle, only a super easy jigsaw puzzle, right? Where we're just going to place these pieces so that they almost interlock. But I want a little bit of our Fresh Freesia showing through, okay? I think the most important thing is to get the first piece right, and then after that, you're fine. I am going to grab, oh, nerd alert, I'm going to grab my T-square. Mary Lou loves the paper trimmer. I can't say enough about it. It's just, it seems heavy duty, but it's not heavy duty. I mean, I have a heavy duty trimmer, but for probably over a year, I just use our paper trimmer. And I was cutting for classes. I mean, I was cutting paper like a factory, and I just used our paper trimmer. It's fine. Works great. Okay, so I believe this is probably fine, but I'm just going to make sure that the points of, we're going to start with the sentiment, right? And I like it where it is. I just want to make sure that the points of it are where I want it to be. Then I'm going to make a really light pencil mark around it because this one's going to be popped up on dimensionals. So it's going to be handy. Okay. And I am, of course, working off to the side. Normally I would be working right over this, but essentially you're there. You're where my head would normally be, and that's okay too. All right, I'm gonna do, like I said, low pencil mark. We'll get rid of that in a minute. Hello, Amy. Thank you so much for joining. We are just having some fun with fresh freesia and some of its little friends. Okay, I got some pencil on that edge. One thing I wanted to do with this too is our little splatter technique that we did last night. Let's see here. So I grabbed the dark fresh freesia. I grabbed the dark because this is a lighter color, right? And I'm going to grab my little one of many paper pumpkin boxes. These boxes are almost as good, I say almost as good, as the actual kit that comes inside them every month. They're so handy. Okay, so with the paintbrush end, I just put it into the cap and literally flick it. And that's what we call it. So when you read about flicking and flicking color onto something, that's what this is. So just kind of move it around a little bit. Ooh, that last one splashed. Okay, I just wanted a little more texture on it than was there, because it's going to be playing with all of those beautiful patterns, and I didn't want it to end up looking plain. So there we go. Easy. Same color of ink. Don't have to worry about too much. Let's see here. Why don't I use some foam adhesive sheets tonight, because I thought I had a couple spare pieces. That's okay. Just cut this. So this is basically a dimensional, one big dimensional, okay? So they haven't like punched the dimensionals out. So you can cut it, you can die cut it, right? Tony, you can put this in your new die cut machine and cut dies out with it and make, basically you'll make a piece of dimensional that's the exact shape as what you're trying to pop up. Very helpful. So let me try and make one that's close to our tag. And as I'm trimming this off, it's totally fine because I end up using each piece and part of this. Nothing goes to waste on the foam adhesive sheets or with the dimensionals for that matter. You can use the edges of your dimensionals. You just cut them at the end with your scissors and that works out great. Okay, I do want this to have a little stability. And hello, Donna, and thank you for sharing. Appreciate that. Hope you're enjoying the series. Okay. All right, so I am going to bring this towards me a little bit. But we've already made our mark, right? So then I'm just going to line it up. I'm not going to worry about erasing that. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about that. You could if you wanted to. Okay, T-square away. It goes in this little drawer, so hopefully I don't forget where it is. Because I don't use it very often. It's one of those things, right? I don't use it very often, but when I need it, I need it. Okay, I will use our liquid glue on this because I want to have a few seconds to move these shapes around. Of course, I'm going to put my favorite paper front and center. So, and when you make this pattern, you can cover the whole paper. You can make it kind of trail off and do partial, whatever you like. You can do 3 or 5. I would suggest an odd number, but like you could put 3 or 5 together and call it good. You can do so many things with your punches, and this is a really great punch. So I didn't think this up. I've been seeing it for a long time. I've used it for a long time. Just super fun. You can also lay these on the diagonal, and that makes a cool difference as well. And like I said, this is just a little taste of that beautiful Pansy Patch DSP. Oh, stunning. Okay, now maybe I want this. Let's see. I'm going to put this over here too. I can't get enough of it. It's so beautiful. So you can see, hopefully you can see, I'm just kind of following the lines, right, of the other one. And there's probably a little bit of a difference, but I don't care. See, and then this is just going to fit right in there, slide in. Oh, thanks, Carla. You and your mom need to do this now, right? Yeah, your mom would like this technique, I bet. Okay, so let's see. I kind of want this one down here, I think. This is another really beautiful pattern. And let's see. Let's start bringing in. This is a bumblebee. This is the background. I hate to cover up that paper, but we need the different patterns. Really make this shine. I need to buy more silicone sheets, I've decided, because the one I have right now is covered in gold leafing, and I kind of want to just keep that one dedicated to our gold leafing, but I still want to use it. And I'm like, why? It's one of those things that I've just kind of forgotten to put on my, oh, no, that can't be there. I've forgotten to put it on my order because it's just a little rando thing. But one of these days, I'm not going to forget. Now, I know that's upside down, but the part that we're seeing is not going to be that big of a deal. I almost put two patterns together. Shock and horror. No, Lisa, no. Don't do that. I think maybe this one up here. And I am getting some glue on my gray paper. That's totally fine. I don't care. I have some extra underneath. Oh, see, that's why I really like the glue. It's just nice to have a little bit of extra wiggle room, literal wiggle room. Okay. I'm going to put this here. Now, I know we have a few spaces, but it's okay because we have some extra that's hanging over the cards. I'm going to try to recycle it. So then you turn it over and cut off the excess so that you can see your cardstock underneath. All right. Oh yes, this paper makes me happy. Our DSP is, unless it's a specialty paper, it's just two-sided. It's a great weight. It's a fabulous quality. And, you know, I really challenge you, if you are using paper from what I would call a big box crafting store, I challenge you to just buy a package of our DSP. Just buy it and give it a try. The only thing that's dangerous about it is you're not going to want to stop using it. But that's okay because it's a great price. It's beautiful colors, as you can see. Excellent designs. We actually have Stampin' Up! Has a group of artisans, and sometimes they make their own paintings and turn them into our prints. I mean, they're miraculous in what they do, just so we can have pretty designer series paper. So it really is designer series paper when we talk about DSP. It really is. Okay. Let's bring this. Look at this, Carla. Can you see it? This tiny little honeybee. Let's see if we can get it on there. Oh, partially. That's okay. Partially works. And of course, you can punch those out really quickly. Again, it's kind of like the embellishments. We can only get, I believe, one pack of paper. So I'm hoarding the paper. It's like, we're going to be able to order it again soon, but I'm hoarding it. And then our final little puzzle piece is just right here up in the corner. And so that's where that can go. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Now this is a great stamp set full of beautiful images and sentiments. That's by far my favorite way to go, because then you can make a complete card with sentiments, and it's very, I don't know what I want to say about it. It's very homey. The sentiments, both what they say and the fonts, are just kind of beautiful. So I love a little hello from me to you. And all of them are great. I make so many thank you and birthday cards that I'm always looking for a good thank you and a good happy birthday. Okay, let's get rid of this. Get rid of that stuff. Oh, and then all you have to do, look at this. Look how it's going to just jump off of our fresh freesia paper. I'm in love with it. What a great, exactly, and a great way to use up DSP if you want to. So I think we have a few punches that kind of interlock like that. So just look for them. As we talked about a few nights ago, our punches are very heavy duty. I routinely use them, well, until this last year, in face-to-face classes, and so I have stampers of all physical strength and ability using them. And I very rarely, I don't even know if I've ever had one get broken, so let's just say that. Look at this. It's so pretty. I love it just the way it is, but we might have to add, of course, some of our in-color jewels. And so here are our fresh freesia jewels. Of course, we're going to put a couple on there. And also, in case you're wondering, of course there's ribbon. Oh, look at that. So pretty. We'll try and use that on the next card. Okay, so get the little take your pick tool, and had too much putty coming out. Hold on, putty. We need ya. Ooh. Hope you guys can see those when I put them on here, because they are really pretty. Maybe there. Trying to put it on like a flat area. Now, who wouldn't want that card? The little things you do make such a big difference. I bet you know somebody that you could give this card to, don't you? So there you go. Very little stamping, right? Lots of punching. You could also, if you work with little ones, they can help you punch. So I hope you like this. Let's make another one. That was so fun. Let's do another. Okay, of course I have the fresh freesia card bases. And let's see here. I cut, these will probably end up being the same design, but look at these, you guys. This is also out of the Designer Series paper, but we often have punches that coordinate with the designs. So you literally punch or die cut, sorry, you die cut them out of the paper. We have punches that coordinate too, and then look at that. Look at that detail. Oh, it's gorgeous. I want to pick it and smell it, but this one's going to last forever. So anyway, they've done the same great detail with all of these dies. And like I said, you just die cut that right out of the paper. So let's take a look at what we have. And then I thought that this little stitched shape was a good size to still be able to show off our beautiful freesia paper, as well as I like the scallop with the gingham, right? It's the same kind of pretty homey feel. Maybe we want to add a ribbon to this one. I bet we can. Oh, you know I do love purple. It is my favorite color. Is this my favorite in color? Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not going to tell you guys until Friday night. I don't know why. It just seems kind of fun. I have very few secrets from you guys. So, you know, I've got to like enjoy the ones I do have. And very nice to see you, Susan. She said she's going to watch the replay. That's totally fine. She jumped on. She shared it. That was really sweet. I appreciate that. And we made sure Susan got set up for that email. She needed to get those color coaches. So, and I was also going to mention, if at the end of the week, if you would like me to send you the PDF of the color coaches, just send me a private message and I will email it to you. I mean, if you are looking at the emails on a desktop or even like an iPad, I think it's going to be fine. But if you would like them, I'm happy to do that. They're already created, so it's very easy for me to do that, okay? Your wedding was in purples? Nice, Carla. Well, I've never had one, but I bet mine would have to be in purples as well. So let's start thinking about what we might want to have over here. I don't even know if I want to introduce that new color. I might just want two of those little guys or something. Two up there, and then let me put this away. I need a paperweight. Literally a paperweight. Yes. Okay. This is kind of how it's going to be. We can move it up a little bit. And then which sentiment? I think they'll all fit in here. It just depends on how much room I want to take up with my... Jean, your wedding was in purples too? What? Neat. I think that's a great color. There's so many different, well, we have so many different shades of purple. So let's see here. Let's see how the happy birthday fits in there. Now, these are our new configuration for our stamp cases. So for photopolymer stamps in the future, you will, they come on acetate, but the acetate is not printed anymore with the sentiments. They are printed right on the inside of the stamp case. So you'll always know if you need to look for these, right? I have them up on blocks, but you'll know which is missing from the case, and it's very easy. And I never did like those crinkly, loud pieces of acetate anyway, so I ditched them. And maybe they'll ditch them all together eventually, but I don't know about the manufacturing part. I just know that I love this setup. So if you do end up ordering a stamp set that was made in the old configuration, they'll still be sending those out until the inventory is finished. But no matter, because they're the exact same stamps. The only thing that's been changed again is the packaging. So let's see here. This leaves us kind of a empty spot. Well, we're going to do it anyway, because I kind of like that. And then we'll just figure it out. We're probably going to do the same thing we did before, which was stamp and then splatter. Oh, or we could do really lightly. Let's see. No, I'm changing my mind on that. Scratch that. Okay. So, oh, I better check this. I did not. Oh, it's beautiful. So with new photopolymer stamps, it's also a very good idea to, I just use the chamois and wipe them off on the chamois. Sometimes there is a finish just because of the processing of photopolymer stamps. It kind of resists the ink. So some people rub them on their jeans. Some people rub them on all sorts of weird things. I just rub them on the chamois, right? Because it's there. That's what it's for. So, and just, sometimes I'm not perfect, believe it or not. So, just like magic, I have another scalloped rectangle for us. Let's see if I can get this one better. Oh, thank goodness, relief. I actually had a third rectangle too. But we didn't need it this time. We didn't need it this time. Okay, so cute already, right? I love it. Now, let's see. maybe we should have, I have more. It's not like there's a shortage, right? I could use 5, but and then I have this little one. And there are many more. I don't know how many hundreds there are on each little 12 by 12 sheet, but there's a lot. Maybe we will, let's bring our gingham paper back in and give it a try. See what we can come up with. I do want to run that ribbon back behind it because it's so pretty. I want to give it a little air time. The ribbon is so gorgeous. Okay, so for this, I will use our Seal Plus. That is our tape runner that I would call our heavy-duty tape runner. And it's when you are attaching fabric or when you are attaching something that's onto a textured piece of designer series paper, or if you've embossed something, dry embossed something. It has lots of good uses. But this is one of the best. Okay, so that, and this is very easy to run straight, right? Oh gosh, I just happened to notice my wowza nails. I don't know if the color of my nails goes so well with brush freesia. But, you know, I'm not that fancy. I get my nails done every 3 weeks, and the color just is what it is. So, anyway, don't think that I think that they go together. Okay, let's pop this onto the base directly. Oh, no. Get on there straight. Come on. Oh, I was trying to act up. Okay, now the next thing is we will be popping this up on dimensionals. And I just really like that one up there. I know it's going to be up there, so I'm going to put it on. And this is our regular, this is called Seal, not Seal Plus. And this is what I would call your average tape runner. It's not average, it's fantastic, but it'll do lots of DSP to DSP or DSP to cardstock, things like that. So it's probably the one that you're going to use the most. Put their little faces together. Oh, I hope everybody's had a good day. As usual, it's flown by, and but like I said, I had a good day. There's so many numbers in my head. I've got to get them out. That's why I was so glad we were crafting tonight, my friends. I had to get those numbers out of there. Oh, they drive me crazy sometimes. Sometimes they keep me from sleeping. Do you guys have that too? If you work on a project, then sometimes your brain won't stop. It's a little annoying. Okay, that one I went too far outside the card. This might work, but if it doesn't, I'm going to get rid of it in favor of a smaller one. Okay, let's see. The smaller one. Oh, it's cute. It's adorable. You know what? I don't think I'm going to do much else to that. It's just nice the way it is. I need some white space. Sometimes you need to know when enough is enough, and I'm still trying to learn it. God knows. But sometimes it strikes me. Let's see here. So like I said, you can cut all of these, the perimeter of all of these dimensionals that you get. And then sometimes they're actually a better shape than the hexagons that you have, like especially if you need a strip or if you have like an odd shaped label. You might find that The edges are perfect. Okay, and nobody sees that anyway. They just don't want, we just don't want this label to be crushed. So it doesn't matter what this part looks like. Okay. Oh, so sweet. Ooh, I like that. Now let's decide. Are we going to decorate it? Maybe. Maybe we're going to decorate it a little bit more. I don't know about putting a bow on this. We are having the house painted. Oh, how exciting, Roz. Today it got pressure washed. Oh, yeah, I'm sure that is quite a noise. I haven't had that done in several years. Well, I mean, I'll be glad for you when it's finished. Here's a little something I haven't normally done. Let's try this. Let's just so I'm just cutting it on the bias there. And then I'm going to fold it. Finally, I'm going to add some glue dots. We're using those glue dots this week. They are handy. They are in, there is a page or pages, I think it's one page, in the annual catalog, both existing catalog and upcoming catalog, that is just for adhesives. So that's where you'll find all of these potions and incantations of adhesives that I'm using. It's kind of like you want to have the right tool for the job when you're working on the house, right, Roz? So you definitely want to have the right adhesive when you're making cards. Ugh, now I was trying to tuck that in. It got a little unruly, but with glue dots, you're usually able to pick them right back up. And also, if you have a ribbon and it won't settle where you want it to, sometimes you can just slide a little glue dot underneath it. Nobody ever knows. Hello, Barb. Late as usual. You're never late. We are always glad. I'm always glad to see you whenever you show up. So, perfect. And I hope Tucson is lovely. I'm assuming it's warm, but I hope everything's going well. Now look at that. You just can't make a bad card when you have such beautiful products. I love it. So we didn't do a lot of actual stamping tonight, but that's okay because Stampin' Up! Is definitely about stamps, but it's about so much more, right? It's about paper, it's about adhesives, it's about friends, it's about community and classes and smiling after a day of work and relaxing, and think of it as cheap therapy. I do. Cheap, effective therapy. So there you go. These are your cards tonight, featuring, of course, fresh freesia, as well as the pansy, perfect pansy. No, pansy patch. I think the bundle is called Perfect Pansies, but this is called Pansy Patch. And I'm having fun trying to play with setting up a perfect little screenshot for you. I don't know if it ever works, but anyway, this is Pansy Patch, and like I said, it is available for pre-order now if you are a discount shopper. And with that, my friends, I think that brings us to the end of the first time that we're having to play with Fresh Freesia. It definitely won't be the last for me because you know I'm purple crazy, and it sounds like a few of you are purple crazy too. So I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you so much for your comments and for your support and for sharing, and just I always love to go back and read your comments, and I will be answering questions and all of that. So, and you, guess what? You'll see me back here again tomorrow night. Are you getting sick of me yet? I hope not, because I'm going to be here whether you are or not. But tomorrow will be fun. So, and again, the email will go out in probably a couple of hours. I'll set it to go out like at 9 or 9:30. So if you would like to hustle over there and sign up for my email list. Now's the time, and you can start getting the color coaches. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for your support and for your fun comments tonight. Have a great night, and I will see you tomorrow.